Hello, I am Rukaze Fanfiction here. I have shaved my beard so I look a little different. Um, Today gonna be I'm gonna be talking about a Black Clover fanfiction, Dragon Slayer OC thing. Uh, it's been a while since I've done this. I hope you guys enjoy. There's gonna be some changes in the story. Sup, guy? Just giving you a lowdown of what's happening in the story right now. Since this is an alternate universe, there's going to be three babies at the start of the thing, the storyline. So, without further ado, I do not own anything in this fanfiction other than my OC or the just the grimoire itself. So I hope you guys enjoy and listening to me talk about it. Got to remember a lot of stuff. It's been a while since I watched Black Clover. We see three kids crying in front of a church. It was really early in the morning, and the there and these kids were cold. One of them just arrived before the other two were crying for a while. Then an older man, Father Osai, I think his name was, came in and picked the three kids up and brought them in and said, "Three more new ones, huh?" He said two, it's three. He looks at the first two, one spirited. There's hardly any mana, but the other one is quiet and calm. And his name is, these two were Asa and Yuno. But when he looked at the last child, he never thought he would see the day. This child had a note on him. This child's note said that he was, he had to stay here for a while until, hang on guys, I had to make sure my food didn't get too cold. Anyway, so as I was saying, I don't have a fork. Nope. Now I do. So as I was saying, ew. Let me wipe this off. I don't have any towels on me. This is cheese. Looks like peanut butter. Oh, so once the father of the church didn't reckon or read the letter, he was shocked. Why, you may ask? It's because this child is the last heir of um of the king of not of he's kind of like Yami, but he was supposed to be raised here, but there was a war in their other part of the country. So his grimoire will come to him when he hits 15. Like how everybody is. Heartburn. So after he's reading the letter, I don't want to ruin it for you because it was meant for the son and the father and whoever sister it is who's going to take care of the boy. Read the letter. You see, our dragon slayer lad, uh, Ryujin, Kai Ryujin. I said it backwards. My bad. I'm really bad about that. But the priest read the letter to tell him to call him Kai, so that way he can. Once he was old enough, he had to read a letter for himself, or when he was mature enough and got his grimoire. Because this was not an ordinary boy by no means. He has so much mana, and it wasn't killing him, but he still looked like a boy. And to have Dragon Slayer magic was unheard of, and it was practically a magic that didn't exist in this world. So, but it does now. Now we skip to 14 years later. No, 15 years later. Una or Asta was trying to get his sister Lily to marry him as a joke. He knows that he's not so. He knows he's been hiding on himself in a mask for trying to marry his sister Lily. So that way he can. One second. I can't deal without having no music. So after after he would after he was told by everybody that he had no magic, they all laughed at him. Kai was pissed. Father Osai knew knew that his son was pissed, and he was a little upset at how the people were treating Asta because they were all losing their humanity for Asta. They were treating him like if he was the devil or something, like a plague, because he had no mana. If you ever got too close to him, he was just that bad. Lily didn't have anything problem with Asta. Everybody else did, but Kai, Father Osai, and Lily, you know, doesn't have any feelings for Asta, like brotherly bond or the rivalry that they show in the show. You just think of him as the now version of Sasuke. So my character just says, Sister Lily, I'm gonna go help Asta, but don't don't butt me. I know what I saw, and I'm glad you didn't laugh at him. Father Osai, I'm gonna go. Go then. He needs your help, boy. Yes, Father. So as I was, or Kai, was walking towards the demon school, he saw Asta training, so he decided to do some physical training himself. He was a lot stronger than Asta, but that's because he could reinforce his magic and stuff into his muscles and make them grow quicker. So that way he can protect anyone. So him and Asta are talking to each other while exercising. I heard that he was picking on you again, Asta. I was just trying to cheer up Sister Lily. I know Asta. He's been acting like a jerk ever since we saved him his pendant. I know Asta. Don't worry, once you get your grimoire, I know your magic is special. But we still haven't had time to use it yet. I know your anti magic will come in very handy. How do you know what it is, brother? It's because I know. Little does anybody know, my character is an isekai character. But shortly after everything was said and done, him and Asta went back to the church, and something set Kai off. What did I do? What the hell happened? Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, so now Asta uh, Kai are now fighting each other as as Asta was using his anti magic, but the anti magic was canceling something else out, like something important to Asta, and that would be his magic. His magic is strong, so that but when something is blocking his magic, that's why he can't use it properly. So after they got done training physically, they went back to, like I said, they went back to the church, ate some food, went back to bed. As Asta and Kai were talking about, wonder what kind of grimoires they're gonna get. Then they hear Mr. Douchebag McGee. Sorry, this is just an AU, you know. Asta won't get a grimoire. He has no magic whatsoever, blah blah blah. Asta, was I talking to this fool right here? No. Good. Call me a fool, you little brat. Go ahead, hit me with your magic. It doesn't work against me. None of your guys' magic works against me. I'm immune to yours. That was another thing. I was immune to all magics, like elemental magic at least. So it would just be a waste of time. Anyways, me, Asta, and the rest of the people were now headed for the Grimoire ceremony. Got a 4-star or 4-leaf clover. Me and Asta were waiting and waiting. Once everybody left, the whole building was shaking as people were stopped laughing. Me and Asta knew that the shaking was our grimoires. One grimoire opened up to a page that showed us a picture of a dragon on it. So I was correct. I am from a dragon race. I have Dragon Slayer arts, huh? That's interesting. And it was powerful too, because I had multiple colors on my grimoire. Asta, on the other hand, same with him, but his grimoire was split in two, technically three parts, uh, like a T shape, and it had five clovers on it, along with 4-leaf clover on top of it. It was a book that combined with two different attributes. One is called uh, anti magic, so he could cancel out his own magic, so that way nobody knows he has it. And the other two is light and void magic, or should I say darkness magic? Okay. Darkness magic is going to work like how it does in Seven Deadly Sins. And that's is going to be a mode of transportation too. Even though Us is not a devil himself in the story, in this one he is, but he's not related to or Meliodas yet. He's not for sure who Meliodas is. Technically, Asta is Meliodas' son and Elizabeth's son. But once they heard what they had done, he will understand why they had to hide him. But they would still be pissed at the church for not Father Osai or Elizabeth, Lily, but the kids will be in big trouble. So everybody looked at the two like they have grimoires, but they're different. Multicolor, multicolor, and a dragon for 4-leaf clover, and the other one has like two grimoires put into one. One has 5 leaf clover and a 4 leaf clover. This is interesting. The church guy was excited that Austin finally his dormant energy is now released. As Asta opened his eyes were changed to that of a goddess clan of 7 deadly sins. I'm like, wow, Asta, you got. It looks like your parents left you a neat gift, huh? Excuse me. So after a while, oh, excuse me again. Sorry, I got heartburn right here. So not or so after a while, me and Asta were training our hearts out with magic and physical attributes and mentality. And then one night, I wake up, got me a glass of water, put it back, put the glass in the sink, while about to go to bed. When I heard Father and Lily talking to me, saying they want to see me. So I'm like, okay, I'll be right back, guys. Come on, let's go. I don't have all time. Come on. Sorry about that. I had to let the doggies outside. So Asta and Kai were just more, or Kai was walking up to Father Osai and Lily, who handed him a letter. He was like, What's this? This was a letter that was meant to be given to you when you were mature enough and had your grimoire. You should read it." Okay. He unraveled it. The letter says, "Dear uh, Kai, if you're reading this letter, then I have died, and I can't see my baby boy anymore. But you are the last of the race of the dragons, and you will be able to take care of yourself. This church will help you out, like it helped me out many years ago. I I can't tell you my name yet, but I'll tell you that my little Slayer I will always love you no matter what happens, and you will always be in my heart, and I will always be in your heart. If you have forgotten about me, that's fine, but I won't forget about you, my darling dragon hatchling. I am that queen elementalist dragon, Ragnarok, but I had to be sealed inside you forever to stop a thing called dragonification. But that all went to shit when we were teleported here, my son. And you reverted back to a newborn, and I couldn't take care of you because I was dying. And once I put you in the church, like I said, this church helped me once when I died. But now I want you to have a full power with the grimoire ceremony and stuff. And one other thing, you got a lot of money on you. You're a noble, but don't act like arrogant and stuff like that. Yes, mother, I won't act like that. I said in my head, Kai, You will be also married to a lot of girls because you're the last dragon slash dragon slayer in the world. But wait, how am I a dragon if I'm a dragon slayer? Our, my mate was part human, and I was full dragon. And when he had you, you weren't an egg. You were a person. So I am a dragon slayer, dragon, huh? You're the king of all elements. That's why none of the elements will hurt you. I love you, my son. Take care. And if you see your father, kick his ass. Love you, son. Goodbye. I started crying, said Kai. And Kai was crying and he was so sad. He even wiped his tears. He said, "Thank you guys for letting me know my mother didn't abandon me like I thought she did. It's okay, Kai. We were just here to help. Now go back to bed. You got a lot of training to do for the night intricts exam." Yep. Me and Oz has been training for 6 months now because I'm passing the training part, and now it's and us and the um us Asta and myself saying goodbye to our family. As everybody that looked at Asta says he might not come back. Father also slapped Nash head and said respect is given, not earned. I shook my head at the father and said goodbye as we rode there. Me and Asta had darkness come from his wing or from his arms to cover it as wings, and we started flying to the capital. And Yuna was trying to catch up to us, but we were much faster physically, mentally, spiritually, and thank God our magic is strong too. We made it to the magic night exam. Not one bird around us except for one that preached itself on my head. I'm like, what the heck is on my head? It's an anti-bird. Yeah, but this one's different. What do you mean? She feels human. She stopped and looked down at me. I could feel it. Okay. Anyway, so let's get this started. As everybody was getting ready for the captains to come in, a big man came up from behind me and looked at me with a very steady gaze. Who are you, boy? Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? I told you to move and you didn't move. So who are you, boy? You want to see something cool? I'm gone. What? Uh, how did you do that? The magician never reveals his secrets. I see. Well, you win this round as Yami went up to the captain's quarters along with his other two people. Since my sensitive hearing kicked in, I'm like, it was nice to meet you too, Gordon. Everybody looked at me like, you can understand what he said? Yeah, I have super hearing. It's what it's what I am. So everybody sat down, and Yami's like, he could hear Gordon talk. That's amazing. Nobody's been able to do that. So me and Asta decided to show off a little bit, not too much. When it came to the broom exercise, we laid on the broom like it was barely floating. Everybody was like, "Oh, these two are failures," and that what pissed us off. And Asta used his freaking darkness and flapped his arms up in the air instead of float. I didn't want to do anything, but I was pissed too. So I grabbed my broom and I flipped it upside down and started flying upside down and do some cool tricks. Everybody was like, he has perfect control over his mana. I'm like, that's not the only thing I have control of. I could bring you all down here in around seconds. Don't do it. Says, why? You would have if you had the power. Anyways, next thing was some shot thingy. We just me and Asta got 500 million coins each, or 5 million coins each for destroying the rock walls from a bunch of nobles. We were like, we hit jackpot, bam. So we used a dense, concentrated magical blast. Mine was more of a blast of what was it? What magic did I use? Fire and lightning. It's so dense. I flicked it. The ball went, and there was nothing left of the wall but dust. Everybody knew how condensed and powerful that ball was. The captains knew, at least. Even Yami's like, that kid is strong. And then not, and it was creation magic. I created a 12-foot uh, wooden dragon out of my power. So, and then Asta made himself an angel of black and white and just sit on the top of the dragon. And they're like, wow, these kids have control of their magic pretty good. Now it's for you guys to fight. Oh, really? I wonder who wants to face me. Everybody was looking for a determined opponent. Me and Asta were looking for somebody to fight. Get somebody. Well, that sucks. I wanted to take him down with a few pegs. And then I see something, and I ask something. Can I fight one of the captains, please? you, no, it's just to test my ability. I want to fight Captain Yami. Everybody was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" I might not win this, but I actually want to see where I stand next to Captain Yami. Asta, go find somebody to beat, okay? My fight with Yami will be last. You have a death wish, boy? Nope. I just know I can I'm outclassed, but I know I can beat him. Something tells me that. Little known fact, I can use featured battle sight, but I won't. It changes my eyes completely, so I don't want to do that. I hate illusions, and it's not really an illusion, it's more of a reality than an illusion. I'm not manipulating it, it just helps me with the fighting and stuff. I haven't used it this time, but when I'm in fighting other opponents that I don't care about, like, I rather activate it. So as everybody's fights were over with their respective winners, Yami comes down, grabs his katana out. Oh, so you got a katana too. Grab my grimoire. A giant katana comes out, and it had a lot of power within it. And I'm like, let's have some fun. And we both dashed at each other with enormous speeds. Asta was so surprised at how strong I was. On the other hand, was like, how strong is this? Oh, sorry, guys, I'm a little hungry. Getting a snack. Whew, my tummy's growling. So yeah, it's just crackers and peanut butter, nothing to be ashamed about. Man, I wish I left my jelly out. Maybe I should get me a drink too. I'll be right back. I'm back. So, yeah, so me and Captain Yami stare at each other for a good minute before we start clashing. Give me a second. Okay, give me another cracker. So, anyways, uh, shit, can't remember. Oh yeah, I was fighting Yami, or my character was. Kai and Yami are now standing far apart. Yami can tell that the sword that I have was not created by a man. It was created by something even stronger. He doesn't remember the name of my blade yet. I'll tell him later. It was a gift from my father. So, anyways, me and Yami were going all out thanks to with my katana swordsmanship, and with his katana swordsmanship, we were just duking it out with power. My brother Asta was amazed by this awesome fight. We weren't even using magic yet. That's how awesome it was. I mean, maybe we were using magic, but I doubt I was because I'm taking hits that should not be tanked. Thought that was my water, not milk. I'm sorry. I had cereal. Well, I get some food tomorrow. Good, Bubba. So I go in and I say with absolute pure emotionless on my face, uh, jugger, judgment cut. I launch a bunch of kind of like Yamato. I launch a bunch of Jagger judgment cuts at Yami, who couldn't defend them all. Even with the speed that I have, that still takes a long time to control. And Dark Slayer style is really hard to use since I incorporated it with my abilities. I'm gonna leave you guys in a suspense right now, as I'm hungry. I don't want to let you guys see me eat.